Good morning, students. Welcome to the science class. We'll continue today the September exam, which I have given you, written exam. So, we have to discuss the answers of that papers today. So, what is the first question that compare the properties of metals and non-metals with respect to thermal conductivity. So first, the property of metal and non-metal, we have to discuss the property of a metal and non-metal on the basis of thermal conductivity. So metals are a very good thermal conductor, but non-metals are a poor thermal conductor. Second is boiling point. Mostly the metals have a high boiling point, but non-metal have a low boiling point. Third, reaction with oxygen. So metal react with oxygen to form metallic oxide, which are basic in nature, and non-metals react with oxygen to form non-metallic oxide, which is acidic in nature. Reaction with water. Metals can react with water to liberate hydrogen gas, but non-metal does not react with water. Next property is reaction with acids. Most metals react with dilute acid to liberate hydrogen gas and form salts, and non-metal do not react with acids. So this is the first question, and second question, differentiate between the plant cell and the animal cell on the basis of their structures. So the difference in these two cells, the first is plant cell, and the rigid cell wall is present in plant cell, but in animal cell wall is the absent. Chloroplasts are present in plant cell, chloroplasts are absent in animal cell. Plastids are present in plant cell, and plastids are absent in animal cell. One large vacuole is present in plant cell, or vacuoles present only small amount in the animal cell. Next method is the explain any five method of preserving food. So there are 10 methods is already given in your book. So you can explain any five from that. So I'll discuss. First is drying. This method reduce water content sufficiently and thereby prevent or delays bacterial growth. तो ड्राइंग क्या करता है, ये वाटर कंटेंट को जो है वो किसी भी चीज़ में से वाटर कंटेंट को रिड्यूस करता है, जिसे हम प्रिजर्व करते हैं, और बैक्टीरियल ग्रोथ जो उसके ऊपर होती है उसे प्रिवेंट करता है. और ड्राइंग इज आल्सो द नॉर्मल मीन्स ऑफ प्रिजर्वेशन ऑफ. हम इसे यूज़ करते हैं वेट के लिए, मैगी के लिए, और ओट्स, बर्ली, राइस, मिलेट एंड ये सारे के सारे जो हमारे पास चीज़ें हम इसे प्रिजर्व करते हैं बाय द मेथड ऑफ ड्राइंग. नेक्स्ट इज वैक्यूम पैकिंग. तो वैक्यूम पैकिंग फूड इन अ वैक्यूम एनवायरनमेंट यूजुअली एन एयर टाइट बैग्स और बॉटल्स. द वैक्यूम एनवायरनमेंट डिप्राइव bacterial of the oxygen bacteria of the oxygen needed for their survival. It therefore slow spoiling. So it is commonly used for storing nuts. It help to reduce their loss of flavor causing by their oxidations. थर्ड इज हीट एंड कोल्ड ट्रीटमेंट. बहुत सारी फूड आइटम जैसे हमारे पास मिल्क है, उसे हम यूजली बॉइल्ड करते हैं बिफोर स्टोर करने से पहले. तो बॉइलिंग जो है वो बहुत सारे जो माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म उन्हें किल कर देता है. नेक्स्ट इज कोल्ड ट्रीटमेंट, और दैट इज आल्सो कॉल्ड अब बाय फ्रीजिंग मेथड आल्सो. तो फूड इज kept रेफ्रिजरेटेड or deep freezer where temperature is low. This is one of the method to preserve a food. By adding sugar, salt, or oil, we can make jams, jellies, and pickles. So these are the some method. Next is what is hydrostatic pressure or a liquid pressure, and explain the properties of these hydrostatic pressure. So first of all, what is hydrostatic pressure? The pressure exerted by a stationary liquid at any point inside the liquid is called hydrostatic pressure or liquid pressure. Properties. फर्स्ट प्रॉपर्टी है हाइड्रोस्टेटिक और लिक्विड प्रेशर की कि लिक्विड प्रेशर ऑन द बॉटम ऑफ कंटेनर डज नॉट डिपेंड अपॉन द एरिया, does not depend upon the area of the bottoms. Second, liquid pressure at any point inside the liquid depend on the density of the liquid and height of the liquid column above that point. Liquid pressure exert on all the wall of container. An external pressure applied on the liquid is a closed container is transmitted uniformly throughout the liquid. So these are the some properties of a liquid pressure. Next is next question is Mohan has to push a lighter box and John has to push a similar heavier box on the same floor. Who will have to apply a larger force and why? So that John will have to apply more force because the weight of boxes increases and friction increases. For heavier box, the risk of the surface get interlocked more. Next question is that the two objects having mass m and 2m are lying on a equal area. So determine the ratio of pressure exerted by them on the ground. So we have already discussed that, but I'll explain you that P1, that is pressure, is always equal to thrust upon area, that means m upon a, and P2 is pressure to m upon a, that is already given. Masses हमें given है, तो हमने यहाँ पर प्रेशर का फॉर्मूला लगा दिया. So we need to find the ratio. So that P1 upon P2, that is equal to m upon a into 2m upon a. So that we are getting, that is 1 by 2. So ratio of pressure is 1 by 2. So why we need to change the tires of vehicles regularly? Because the tires of vehicle need to change regularly to increase the friction to a desired value so that vehicle does not slip. Next question is define food poisoning. Write the symptoms of food poisoning. How to prevent food poisoning. So food poisoning is a disease that results from the consumption of contaminated food. Symptoms of food poisoning, that is vomiting, nausea, pains in the abdominal region, diarrhea, and dehydration. Preventions of the food poisoning: food must be prepared and stored to prevent food poisoning. Person who handle or prepare food should wash their hands to prevent contamination of foods. So this all about the chapters, means the all about the paper. So we have to discuss next topic tomorrow. Thank you.